Hello from day 102. I'm already 23 kilometers in. I forgot to shoot a good morning video, and this sums up another 100. So I'm already 2,600 kilometers in, and today is a beautiful day. The only thing, it's pretty windy again, but it is super warm. It's the first day in a while where I took off my jacket off, so I'm walking in my mid layer and it's sunshine, and I think it's around 16 degrees. It's really warm and nice, except for the wind. I think I'm only gonna walk another 5 kilometers and there should be a shelter. It's pretty early, so I'm contemplating whether to stay there or not, but I think I will. The only thing is I need to find some water because I'm totally out. And I tried to get some at the cemetery that I passed by, but there was none. So hopefully I can get some water somewhere. And yeah, pretty nice day, very uneventful, but still beautiful. I'm enjoying it today. So I already got my water fill. There was a gentleman outside in the garden, so I asked him and he filled all of my water bottles. And I'm 1.5 kilometers from the shelter. It's around 5, I believe. So still plenty of daylight left, but yeah, I think I'm gonna stay there. Hopefully the shelter is in nice shape so I can sleep inside and I don't have to set up my tent for once. It would be nice, even though I love my tent. And I don't mind pitching it up because it takes literally just 1 minute. But I am not a fan of taking it down and drying it from the condensation, and that's not my favorite part. And I'm also much faster if I don't have to take down the tent with the packing and everything. So we will see how it looks like there. Gonna show you in a bit. Well, it's not what I was imagining. It's like, I don't even know what these are. There is like the retainer of the water, something like that. I don't know why they do have these shelters above it for some reason. But this one is pretty good because I can definitely lay down here, and this is quite a good spot for sleeping. Also, if you lay down, it's like covered from the wind as well, so only the water noise here might be a little bit annoying, but whatever. I can survive that. Yeah, I don't know, it's like some sort of water retaining system, I believe. But yeah, I still think I'm gonna stay here. It's nice and dry, covered from the wind and rain, if there would be any, which I don't think it will. It shouldn't be raining at all. But yeah, that's my home for tonight. Good morning. Well, technically it's not a morning anymore. It's 11:30. I got stuck by reading a book again. I need to stop reading. But this is a trilogy, so I have one book left of the trilogy, and after that I'm not gonna start reading any more books because I can't put it away if I start. So no plan for today. I'll just walk and see. I don't know if there are any shelters or anything, so I think it's gonna be a night in a tent again. But yeah, I'll probably walk until dark today because of the late start. and see how many kilometers I can tackle down. Yeah, I enjoy that it's being warmer again. It was still pretty chilly last night, but it wasn't freezing, so that's good. I love this forest with all the moss on the trees. It seems almost mythical, amazing, so nice. And the path, not a asphalt, awesome. Currently I'm climbing up to 660 meters, something like that. And it's gonna be my highest point for a while. I believe I checked like 750 kilometers ahead, and I'm not gonna come anywhere near that. It's pretty flat after this section. So probably my last bigger climb. It's not that high. I need to climb only 200 vertical meters, so it's not that bad. But yeah, definitely breathing heavily as usual. Me and uphills are not friends. So I made it to the highest point. I took a break here, and this used to be like a Roman theater back in the days. It's a little bit off the path, but I took a break here and now I'm gonna walk down. It's already almost 4, so I'm really taking it easy today. I only walked 13 kilometers so far. I'm sure I can tackle down a little bit more. But yeah, I really enjoy this path. It's so nice to be walking in the woods and not on the road. What a beautiful day today. I really enjoy walking through these small villages. It's amazing, and fields everywhere. Oh, it's super nice. I also checked the maps and I found a spot to sleep, hopefully. There are some picnic tables in a town. I don't know how far it is. I think now it's around 10 kilometers. It is already 17:30, but it's okay if I walk the last section in the dark. I don't mind. I'm also gonna take a shortcut to get there. I'm not gonna walk on the touristic path, because the touristic path is almost like 5 kilometers longer. So, and it goes like around. So I'm gonna walk on the small roads, which basically goes directly to that next village. So yeah, another shortcut. I know, I'm terrible. Even though I do enjoy these paths and it's so nice to not walk on the asphalt all the time, sometimes when it goes too much around, I just like to take it straight, if there is a possibility. Hello from day 104. Today is perfect weather for walking. Not too cold, not too hot. Kind of perfect. It's overcast, but I don't think it's gonna rain from these clouds, and yeah, it's a pretty nice day. I started late again, and today I thought I'm gonna be taking a shortcut, but I've decided not to because I need to go to a pharmacy, and the touristic path is going through the towns where they have pharmacies, so my shortcut would lead me only through like tiny little villages. So I'm actually walking on the Camino So yeah, probably it's gonna be a short day kilometers wise, but that's okay. I can catch up later on. So I made it to the big town. The name is above, and it's really pretty. With there is one church here, and there was like another one off the road. I took a picture of it, and it was a beautiful one. So I made it. Look at the beautiful church. It's massive. I had a coffee. I got what I needed at the pharmacy, and now I continue walking. I haven't walked much, only 15 kilometers. I think it's gonna be around 25 today, maybe. Who knows? It's already, I don't know, 16:30 or something like that. But it's cute little town. All the people here are super nice. Now it's time to walk. I hope I'm going the right direction because I have no idea. I need to check the map. So I was walking through the map again, if you couldn't tell. And also there was like a little branch on the path, and it was with thorns, and I stepped on it, and the thorn went all the way through my shoe and pinched me in my, I don't know, in one of my toes. I don't know if it did any damage. I'm gonna assess in the evening. But you can imagine how sharp these thorns are if they can just slide through the sole of my shoe. So yeah, my two favorite things, mud and thorns. What a fun way. And it's always at the end of the day. I don't understand why it has to be always in the evening. Oh, this was hella weird. There was a car stopping by. The guy was asking if I'm going to Compostela, probably. I said I don't understand and continued walking. And he was like, are you going to Compostela? I was like, no, I'm going to Norway. And then he turned around, drove that way again. And I don't know, it's a little bit creepy. Like, why the hell? I don't know what that guy wanted. Yesterday also in the evening somebody was stopping by and was asking me. But that one was like harmless. He was asking if I'm looking for if I'm sleeping in a tent or something. I think he wanted to offer me, he had some place like a Airbnb, or not an Airbnb, probably some hotel or something. So it was less weird, but this was weird. And then I was like, yeah, I'm sleeping only in a tent. And he was like, yeah, okay, have a nice journey. But this one like turned around and suddenly started driving in a completely opposite direction. So I don't know if he's turning around again. I don't know. Whatever. And yes, I'm taking a shortcut, so normally I would go somewhere there. But I'm walking on the bigger road. It's a little bit shorter, not by much, but I don't mind. It's not as busy, just a couple of cars every now and then, nothing too crazy. There is some castle here. You cannot see it, it's a little further back. This is just the gate. And a couple of buildings here, but yeah, it's closed. I am gonna walk around it, and maybe I can sleep like from the other side. There is like a little pond, so maybe I can sleep there. It's a shame, it would be cool to sleep by a castle. There's some sort of a shelter there behind the wall. I saw it. Quite pretty here. Oh, I wonder what that building is. Might check up on it. Oh wow, it's in ruins. That building. The roof is totally falling off. Shame. Well, I messed up a bit. I don't have my headlamp and it's almost dark. I packed it inside of my tent, so and I didn't want to unroll the whole tent and open it up so I can grab it from the inside. My original plan was to sleep on the other side of the castle, but it wasn't possible. So I continue walking and hopefully I find a place to pitch up my tent. There was like a shelter over there with a picnic table, and unfortunately the picnic table was outside of the shelter and the shelter was sheltering some water again, and everywhere around it was wet, so definitely not a spot to pitch up my tent, which is unfortunate because it's quite a nice spot. There were only 2 cars driving by in like half an hour or something, so it is quite a good spot. But yeah, it was too wet, and now I continue walking without a headlamp and my phone is almost dead. Welcome to my life. Every day the same. It's gonna be fine. I wish I could ask someone if I can camp in their garden, but it's too late again and everyone is inside. And I don't want to knock on another door. So hopefully there is gonna be an opportunity to pitch my tent after the village. I am afraid it might be raining tomorrow or start during the night, so definitely don't want to cowboy camp today. Well, I feel like I'm in southern Spain again. Everything is behind the fence. Damn it. That is not good. Definitely not good for me. Not today. Not with my lack of light. You actually see much better than I do. Oh, damn. This is gonna be rough. I'm probably gonna have to take out my headlamp. Well, I had no other choice. Here comes the headlamp again. But I didn't roll the tent back. I just stuffed it in my backpack. I hope it's charged. I have no idea. I don't think I've charged it yesterday, but I did the day before. So hopefully it's gonna last me for at least a little bit. But yeah, as you can see, fence here, fence there. Fun. I guess I'm never gonna learn my lesson. But you probably know it by now. And also I'm gonna walk further, which is good. Because I've only walked 27 kilometers. So I can cover some more. Well, I think I found my place to sleep. It's right in the middle of the village, but that's okay. I would pitch up I would pitch up my tent next to it, but there is no flat ground, and I think that is already like somebody else's property. So I just pulled the table more to the front, and I'm gonna lay down here. I think it's good enough. It's sheltered from 2.5 sides. Well, 2 and a little bit. And hopefully nobody will have a problem with me laying here. I'll put the table back tomorrow. But yeah, it's quite nice. There's a nice painting here. So I hope it's gonna be okay if I just spend the night. And good for me, I don't need to pitch up my tent.